making a presentation at a site kind of thing. So yeah, there's nothing that's cast in stone about how these appear. This is a this is a burger joint, and I'll show you this only to show the extreme.
Anybody want to take a road trip?
So
if you're a burger lover, that's that. One's
gosh.
meat is another man's food.
Yeah. So, at any rate, in a few pictures, you're able to get the idea of.
This is an important shot too. This is your street visibility, so people when they're on the website they can recognize. Oh, okay. So they at least have a visual reference when they're driving to find you.
And there's a funny story behind this one. This gentleman that owns Burger Point is very meticulous, and he and I have had 5 conversations. He wants just his storefront. He does not want TCBY yogurt, which is the red awning, and he doesn't want Caribou Coffee, which is on the other side. He just wants his restaurant. So we had to take this with special lenses and crop it and cut it and make it so that it's just his store. It looks like he owns the Kirchwell Avenue there. All right.
Similar story in Libertyville. We had an insurance agent who was next door to an injury lawyer, and he's like, "Okay, that's not really the way I want to be getting my insurance business." So we really had to crop that out. So it's kind of a funny story, but it's a true story. Because we developed the content, and then we came in and obviously reviewed it with you. Hey, is this up to par? Is this what you want? This is how you want to look online. And he's like, "Well, I really don't want my awning next to the injury lawyer." Oh, okay, we could edit that out for you.
Right. So there's a fair amount of edit and thought that goes into producing these images.
And we don't go live until you like the way it looks. So.
Exactly. And I should say we have what we call a manager, which is a space that you can go into and change text and change pictures and all those things. Yes.
Absolutely.
And you do that all on your own. You don't need to call to have those changes made.
You want to show them Libertyville?
Yeah, I will. I want to show, I'm only keeping in this format quickly because this is what we are intending to do for you in Mundelein. We have an events tab. These are the village events, separate from the business events. And these are the annual events, the text.
And this is nice too, you can just print it right out. So your end user says, okay, I'm going to go print that out. It gives me directions.
Yeah.
I didn't catch, when you were doing the businesses, did they have a website link back so they could,
Yes.
you could get to their site?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good point.
That's one of the key components of web marketing too, the more you can share links across different platforms.
Yeah.
So we integrate with your Facebook address, any address that you want in there. I mean, obviously it's the general business contact information, but website, Facebook page, Twitter, a YouTube account, we can link you everywhere. If you want to link back to the village's site, if you want to link back to a shop local site, obviously the MCC site, you want to link with them. So.
This is the About the Village tab, this tab right here, and just some general information, a map, etc. This includes About the Village.
This isn't live, so we don't follow you around. It's
fine.
not a live satellite.
Actually, this is the Google 360 business where it does have a camera and it does show you what the downtown looks like, and you can swivel the camera and so forth. These are the links that are relevant to the city. If there are any employment opportunities, those would show there. Downloads are brochures about various events in the city and so forth.
And the employment opportunities would be specifically village related, or would it be any business that wanted to post it?
Any business that wanted to post, yeah, it would be a place to go and.
For the community at large.
Right, that's what I was wondering.
Yes, that's correct. Member info, if you wanted to have information on how people can join the organization, that would be included here. And volunteer opportunities are here.
So for you, Dr. Mike, you can talk about the exchange stuff. Here's how you join. Here's a hot link. Here's what we do.
Right.
In our Park District, here's how you join. Here's our programs. Here's our new fitness center.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Join us.
This is their Music on the Plaza event.
Before Santa Claus.
Before Santa Claus. This is their Christmas parade.
Can't you see that being Stephanie? I was hoping she would be here. I was going to give her a
There you are, Carol.
I'm sorry? Yeah,
There's
Sean doesn't
your-
like that, but yeah, caribou.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be handcrafted tea and Java.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I like that.
Let's go national.
This is their block party, summer party kind of thing. So anyway, I'm showing you this not because I want to tout Grosse Pointe, but because I want you to see the format that we're going to be working in. I'm going to show you now something we call Libertyville Alive, which we have not yet had time to raise to this level, but it'll give you a similar idea for businesses that are closer to home. So this is the home page for Libertyville Alive. And there are about, we started a year ago, we had no businesses, and we have about, how many businesses do
We're
we have?
approaching 100 right now.
So the idea here is that we have photographed about 100 businesses in Libertyville area. And on the home page on this site, each business flips through. Here's Tavern, and it is pretty, and so let's go to it for a second. We show this is the downstairs, and then if you've been there, this is the downstairs bar here, this big picture, and then upstairs, just pictures of various of the various features upstairs. Now, we have something that we call drill down, which we've added over the last year, which is that if you have, and I'm thinking of homes, we actually have some homes on some of our sites, and what we do is we'll have, as the big picture, we'll show the street shot of the street elevation of the home, and then you click that, and then you'll see kitchen, dining room, living room, bedroom, and you click bedroom, and then you'll see, you know, carpet, ceiling, bathroom, etc. So we can drill down. So in this sense, we started out looking at the tavern, and now we're drilling down to look at some of the detail. This is a wall mural that they have, and so forth. This is another quick one that Casey wanted me to show you was Mickey Finn's. This is when you first load the site. This is what you see. A lot of folks don't know that they have an upstairs unless you've actually been up there, but it's obviously classy and multifunctional and so forth. Fish and chips. These are the large images that flip in the background, and then
you can see up here. These are specific events and promotions that Mickey Finn's will have. So Steak and Egg Sundays, Kids Eat Free on Tuesday, all those individual events will scroll across the top of the page with the images. And then they're also populated on a separate events and promotions tab. So similar to what they were doing in Grosse Pointe, Michigan with the events, with the promotions and coupons.
so if you wanted to do the Steak and Egg and $5 Bloody Mary Sunday, this is where you go, you print this off, etc. And you make up these deals. You can make them Groupon if you want. You can make them whatever you want to do in terms of the content of them. They actually show up not only here, but they show up on the front page of the site. Going back to Libertyville Alive, if we go to events and promotions on the home page,
It's just the most searched page on all of our platforms. And it gives you a snapshot of what's happening.
see here's the Mickey Finn's event. So if you're doing this real quickly and you just want to get in and see what's going on, you can find all these events that the individual business posts. You can find them on the home page too. So it's a quick way of finding out what's going on in town.
So I'm going to do the hide button and just kind of show the photography of Libertyville.
Sure.
So again, we just kind of capture, if you're driving, this is coming in from the east side of town, past Lake Lanier. He risked his life for this, his insurance was up. So yeah, stood out in the middle of Milwaukee Avenue around sundown. So that is Main Street, Libertyville. Here's the Rotary Park, St. Joe's Church. So again, just some visual points of reference.
One thing
Cook Park.
Casey talked about, and I can show you here quickly. I typed in the word Curtis. I'm looking for Curtis Frame, and here's Curtis Frame.
Oh, the video.
Yeah. And